It's been a rough drive on Flamingo right around the Strip for the better part of a year now, and today it's been especially slow going. A live view from our Rio cam shows where a power line relocation blocks some lanes down there. You can see the empty stretches of road. They're wrapping up one of the most important phases right now. It's a $70 million project. It's not paid for with tax money or from higher rates through NV Energy. Harrah's owns all the property along the north side of Flamingo. And as Tom Hawley shows us, they're spending that $70 million because they don't like the look of those poles and power lines.
Well, the norm is to put transmission lines in overhead, typically because of the much lower cost.
But before the recession made everyone cost conscious, Harrah's was thinking expansion. The poles and power lines are not just unsightly, but also prevent possible new development. So they hired Wilson Construction Company to start digging. And as with other projects, that means dealing with existing underground utilities.
Well, the facilities, when they're marked on the blueprints, they're usually pretty close, but sometimes they can be a little bit off, and that can be critical for us. And sometimes they're not shown at all. They just weren't discovered in the process that we go through to locate all the utilities before we build.
What most people can probably relate to is how it affects your commute. On Flamingo Road at the Strip, there are lane restrictions, mostly in the overnight hours. Sometimes it's jammed up during the day. But the main activity is taking place 16 feet below the surface, where 5-inch cables rated to carry 138,000 volts are being pulled into place.
Cables come in from both sides, overlap, then we cut them and so that we can join them, butt them up against each other, and then this splice kit goes over that connection.
That's what's happening today. First, a guide cable goes through, then the main transmission line is slathered in lube and sent down to one of 10 underground vaults, and the cable is reeled in from the other side. Once the connection is made, safety measures are added.
There are some special grounding considerations for these splices, and this is part of that grounding system. There'll be a box over here that hasn't been put in just yet to ground the sheaths together in a special way.
First installing the vaults, then inserting and splicing the cables has taken the better part of a year. Today is the last cable pull, and getting it done means blocking lanes. That has been the biggest concern this week.
Doing our work while maintaining traffic is the challenge. The actual technical aspects of the splice, there's nothing really new here.
The irony of nearing the end of this project is that it was planned before the recession hit to clear the way for expansion. But once complete, Harrah's has no current timeline for any sort of development on the newly free land. Tom Hawley, News 3.
Now you can watch for the restriction on eastbound Flamingo to continue for the rest of this week, and there will be a few more traffic headaches the next couple of months, but work crews should be out of the road there by spring.
One of the Democrats running against Governor Jim Gibbons is set to open 2 campaigns